wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do.
Hey, this is Zach Pasquarello. Good. Is now still a good time to talk? So what do you got going on? If you can get a CDL, 1000% I'd recommend getting a semi-truck. Yeah, if you're gonna get your CDL, you will be able to make a lot more money with a semi-truck, and it's gonna be a lot easier to find loads with a semi-truck compared to a box truck. The only reason I ever tell anybody to get a box truck is if they don't have their CDL, because obviously that takes time and money to get a CDL, but if you're gonna get one either way, definitely just get a CDL truck. I got a used 2016 International Pro Star with 560,000 miles for $65,000. To find a good truck, I recommend 3 things. Go to truckpaper.com, commercialtrucktrader.com, and then go to Google and just try to find local dealerships. You said the process for booking loads, it's the exact same, but it's just way easier to do it with a semi-truck. There's just so many more because it's more traditional. Like box truck loads, I don't know how long they've been around, but I think it's a relatively new idea, new industry, especially with the DAT load board and with all the big brokers. I mean, everyone ships full truckload, FTL, 53-foot dry van, but not a lot of people ship, it's called LTL, less than truckload, or expedited. Should you get a dispatcher? I would say no. If you're going to be the driver, I would learn how to dispatch yourself. Especially with a semi-truck, you will easily be able to get a subscription to the DAT load board and book your own loads. I would do it yourself. You're going to pay a dispatcher 6%. So if you make $10,000 a week, you're going to spend $600 on a dispatcher. If you do it yourself, that's just $600 extra in your pocket. And the biggest thing is you will work harder than a dispatcher does for your business, I promise you. Because your dispatcher, he cares, but he doesn't care as much as you do. Because you're the business owner, your job is on the line. And he's got 10 other trucks, so he's busy. So he's worrying about 10 other trucks, whereas you just have you and your truck to worry about. And if you want to grow your business, if you want to get more trucks, then the best thing to do is to learn the industry, learn how to be a dispatcher, learn how to dispatch your truck, and then you'll just understand the industry so much more. You'll be able to get better paying loads. You'll have better communication with the brokers. If you ever want to get more trucks, you'll be able to grow your business. It's just all around a better idea. Try to dispatch your truck in the beginning. But, it's really all comes down to time. So you're going to spend 2 hours every day dispatching your truck. So, if you have the time and energy to do it yourself, I recommend doing it yourself. But, if you're too busy, if you don't want to do it, if you don't like doing it, the option is always there to outsource and hire a dispatcher. All you need is the DAT load board to get started. So here's the trick. You're going to use the DAT load board to get started. You're going to work with TQL, CH Robinson, Ryan Transportation, Flock Freight, Axel Logistics, Echo, JB Hunt. I can go on and on. The list is almost infinite with random brokers. And don't worry about that list I just told you. I'm just telling you for example. You're going to work with a bunch of different brokers and you're going to get them all from the DAT load board. What you're going to do is you're going to build a relationship from day one with each individual broker you work with. So let's say, your first load you run with Total Quality Logistics. You're going to get that broker's information. You're going to get his phone number. You're going to get his email address. You're going to add it to a list. And then tomorrow, you're going to get a load from Ryan Transportation. You're going to work with a completely new broker. You're going to get his phone number. You're going to get his email address. Shortly, before you know it, after 30 days, all of a sudden, you're going to have 30 different emails from 30 different brokers. You're going to build your book of business that way. So now you have this long list of brokers. And next time you're in Chicago, Illinois, or Boston, Massachusetts, or Jacksonville, Florida, you're going to get that list of brokers and you're going to email all of them. And you're going to say, hey, I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm looking to go to Chicago, Illinois. Do you have any loads leaving out tomorrow at 8 a.m.? Like, what do you have? And then pretty soon you're going to go from finding the leftover scrap loads on DAT load board to hand-picking the best load from brokers before they even hit the load board. And then eventually, you're going to find 3 to 5 brokers you really like working with, and they're just going to call you directly. They're going to say, hey man, I got this load. I know you're always running from Jacksonville, Florida to Chicago. You want to take this load tomorrow, and it's going to be an amazing load at an amazing rate. It's going to be so easy for you. So that's why just dispatch yourself, build a relationship with brokers, and before you know it, you'll be finding loads without even having to look. People will be giving you loads. Yeah, absolutely. Write down all their information, send them an email. As soon as you deliver the load, be very professional, send them an email saying, hey, just delivered the load. Here's all the documents. Thank you so much. I appreciate working with you. I look forward to doing business with you in the future. Insurance for a box truck is going to be $1,000 a month. Insurance for a semi truck is going to be $1,500 a month, and that'll vary, give or take a couple $100. But generally speaking, in my experience, my semi truck was $500 more expensive than my box truck for insurance. Yeah, so semi trucks make $3 a mile. Box trucks make $2 a mile. So right there, that's 50% more. And honestly, the expenses really aren't that much more. So for miles per gallon, my semi truck gets 6.4, my box truck gets 7.6. That's 1.2 miles per gallon worse. And I mean, that's, percentage wise, that's nothing. You're going to be driving the truck, so it's not like you're paying for a driver. Repairs and maintenance, from what I've seen, really not a whole lot more. You're going to be driving maybe a few more miles, but repairs and maintenance really not that much worse. And tolls will be a little bit worse, but tolls really aren't that big of a deal. So the expenses honestly aren't that much higher. You will easily make $2,000 to $4,000 a week, depending on how hard you drive. Like if you drive 3,000 miles every single week, and if you're good at dispatching your truck, and if you get $3 a mile, there's potential for you to make $4,000 every single week. Semi trucks have local loads. Yeah, absolutely. You can be home every night. You can do local deliveries. You're just gonna have to have a trailer. So you can't really run local deliveries power only, but you'll be able to run local deliveries if you have a trailer. Being home every night, not so much, unless you're willing to deadhead maybe 100 miles to get home. It's gonna be difficult. Like you can probably come home like 2 or 3 nights a week, but to be home every single night, that's going to be tough, and you're not going to make nearly as much money. Okay, well, you still have some time left over, so if you ever have any more questions, feel free to reach out. Yep, good luck. I'll talk to you soon.